For this lesson on your blank Mad Scientist Lab, bring down this factory guy right here. Let's play around with him just a little bit in this area, cropping. Now you have three tools here. You have trim, you have crop, and you have the Ken Burns effect, which is kind of a cool effect. So trimming, let's start there. Let me actually close this for now so we can get a bigger picture. Go to any corner you want or any side you want and click and begin dragging. Notice, unlike transform, it's not making it bigger or smaller, it's trimming it. So if we had another clip below this one, it basically would be showing through. You like what you see? Click done. That's cropping. Now if we go out to our inspector here and we go into our cropping options right here, you can see there's trim, left, right, top, and bottom. You can do it here too. We click here, we get it back. Now the next one, actually you can do it here too. Trim, crop, and Ken Burns. The next one is cropping. This one's kind of interesting. If we come over here and we go back into crop and we do a crop, you get four corners, that's all. If I decide to go to a corner and change it, now I can move in here and do this, and you might say, well, looks like it's about doing the same thing, Andy. It's kind of cropping it out, and it is. But watch what happens when we come over here and click done. It took the piece I wanted and it expanded it out to fill the frame. So it still got rid of stuff around there, but instead of leaving it at the same size, it expanded it to fit. Now this works better if you've got really good HD clips. If they're rather low resolution, they may not look so good after they're blown up. Now the third one is called the Ken Burns effect, which I do like. Let me do this. Let me reset everything. If we go in here and say crop and say Ken Burns, he's a very famous videographer, director kind of person. And actually he does movies on public television a lot for even with the Civil War, the Dust Bowl in the United States. He would probably be the kind of person that would have done a spot like we're doing. Now you've got two areas. You have start and you have end. You can see those names right there. And I can take this and I can move it around, changing its position. I can go to a corner and actually do this too, and where it ends up. Now, what does that mean? See this right here? See the arrow coming out? Let me go back to this one here, and let me go ahead and say we're going to start with it pretty big. And then we're going to end. Let me go ahead and move this over just a little like this. And the arrow is showing you the direction of the shot as it works. Say like that. Now watch what happens when I click done, and we look at it. It started as a wide shot. It's going to end here. That's the Ken Burns effect. I find it works good on still images, and that's what he uses it a lot for. When he did his special on the Civil War, it wasn't like they had movies back then, so everything was stills. And he used this effect to kind of animate the stills. So if we come under here again, we have three options under crop. We have trim, crop, and Ken Burns effects. And like anything else, if we don't like what we did, if we want to start all over again, we can come right in here and click this little button here. And we're right back to where we started.